Lesson 23. Phrases, clauses and sentences. Read the following group of words. Last evening. Inside the room. In the end. Outside the house. In a soft voice. The words above do not make sense on their own. Now look at the sentences below. We met them last evening. It is very hot inside the room. The story had a moral in the end. Wait for me outside the house. She spoke to me in a soft voice. The italicized words do not make sense on their own, but when they are used in a sentence, they make sense. These are phrases. A phrase is a group of words that make sense but not complete sense. Teacher's note. Phrases often start with prepositions and have an object. Phrases do not have a subject or a verb. Clauses. Look at the sentences below. He understood everything she said. The cat meowed very loudly. My cousin lives in Ohio. These sentences have a subject and a verb. The verb is italicized and the subject is underlined. These sentences are called clauses. A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. Kinds of clauses. There are two kinds of clauses. 1. Dependent clause or subordinate clause. Dependent clauses do have a subject and a verb, but they do not make sense on their own. They need an independent clause to make sense. Examples: although he is hungry, because she felt energetic. These do not make sense on their own, but if they are written with independent clauses, they would make sense. Although he is hungry, he did not eat. She cleaned the entire house because she felt energetic. 2. Independent clause. Independent clause is a simple sentence which makes sense on its own. Examples: he is hungry. She felt energetic. Sentences. Look at the sentences below. Tall giraffe is animal A. Intelligent very she is. Do you think these words make sense? If we arrange them in proper order, they will express thoughts and ideas and make complete sense. Giraffe is a tall animal. She is very intelligent. A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. It contains a verb and a subject. Example: my brother lives in Delhi. My mother always speaks the truth. I like to listen to music. Shubhika has a beautiful doll. Kinds of sentences. Look at the sentences below. I went to the airport today. Do you have a pink dress? Harish, don't stand in the sun. How melodiously Lata sings. In the first sentence, a statement has been made. A sentence that states something is known as an assertive sentence or statement. This type of sentence simply affirms or denies something and ends with a full stop. In other words, a sentence that declares or states something is an assertive sentence. Teacher's note. The first alphabet of a word in a sentence is always in capital letters. A sentence must end either with a full stop, question mark, and exclamation mark. Exclamatory mark is used to express a sudden feeling of surprise, joy, and sorrow. In the second sentence, a question has been asked. A sentence that is used to ask a question is known as an interrogative sentence or question. This type of sentence ends with a question mark. In other words, a sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. The third sentence is a command. Sentences expressing command, advice, prohibition, or request are known as imperative sentences. This type of sentence ends with a full stop. In other words, a sentence that expresses a command, request, advice, order, or suggestion is called an imperative sentence. In the fourth sentence, a strong feeling of appreciation has been expressed. Sentences expressing a sudden or strong feeling of sorrow, joy, appreciation, contempt, surprise, calling, drawing attention are known as exclamatory sentences. This type of sentence ends with an exclamation mark. In other words, a sentence that expresses strong feelings or emotions is called an exclamatory sentence. They end with an exclamation mark. Conversion of affirmative sentences to negative sentences. Affirmative sentence, negative sentence. I like reading novels. I don't like reading novels. It will rain today. It will not rain today. He can do anything. He cannot do anything. I am playing with toys. I am not playing with toys.